Now for this one, perfect start already. For this one, I'm talking about how when I got to working out and how that made me overall less of a fapper or prof. It doesn't completely vanished away, of course. I have to be honest here. I still watch like some content that I probably shouldn't be really watching, but otherwise, I am still. It's gotten now to the point where it's like instead of having where it's like a few times a day, it's now gotten down to like maybe a few times to now a few times a week. So that's how much of a difference working out made for me and hopefully will do for you after watching this video. My name is Timo, and on this one, I am giving lifting advice to young people like you. And I'm now gonna explain. So, first of all, I'm gonna tell my story when I actually started working out. With the age of 15, I found, not found, but I kind of like, this was the age where I actually started to stay consistent at working out for like a longer period than just maybe a week or so. Before that, I used to do like, watch these 5 minute, 5 minute, 5 minute training videos, those videos which are like how to lose all your fat in 5 minutes, which is like, yeah, it's not gonna happen that fast, but at 15, this is the first time where I got consistent, and then therefore I got, yeah, I lost so much body fat, I gained more muscle, and also, this was also the first time where I actually got obsessed over some type of goal which I can progress and focus on. So this is the thing where when you start working out, at least like for most people, if you're like a full-on beginner or thinking about you want to start, but you don't know how to do it, and you want to know how you want to probably know how to do the specific exercise or whatever. Usually my point is on you don't need to go even to the you don't need to start going to the gym to just start working out. This is what I did. I just started at home with like some simple body workouts. And it can be also something which is very simple, like doing 100 push ups, 100 sit ups, and 100 body squats. That's what I started with. And that already made me lose so much. My body fat just like went down, and then my muscles went up and everything. And with that, I also became more obsessed. And this was the first time I actually got more like this is the first time which I got actually into it, and I remember this was a phase which I actually had where I would only like ejaculate in the weekends or like specifically once a week max. Once a week max. I would not allow myself to do more. And also, I think it was 20, was it 2023? Probably. 2023 was like the first time where I like completed, no, not November. I went for like I remember my peak was like a full month of like not ejaculating. Now, of course, here's the thing, I kind of like focus on other things now, and I took my training a bit softly, and therefore I'm not training as much, or not as I'm not like as obsessed and focused as I was, because I'm now trying to grow other things like this YouTube channel, and of course it now went up a bit up from like 2 3 times a week again. But usually that just overall made me less of a gooner, edgy, or fat, whatever you want to say it. Of course, I still do that sometimes. I'm not like perfect, but it just taped down to like a healthier level. So the thing is, so this is technically how it kind of like affected me. I was focused on a goal, on like an actual real goal in the real life, which I could focus on and level up on, and it probably also changed my mentality, like the way I think about the possibilities and think about it. I got also more self-respect, I got more self-esteem, I got more confident. I became like a patched version of myself, like if you're like a full-on beginner who's watching this, or you want to train but you don't know how to do it, or wanna know what's the perfect tactic or whatever. This is technically just version 1.0 to you. Like you're just version 1.0. The patched version of you, like version 1.1, is like he starts working out. That's like a whole new version. Patch 1.2 version of you is like then training, but then also like deciding to goon less. Patch version 1.3 is version of you where you decide to change your diet. Version 1.4 is something else again. So this is how, yeah, that's technically my entire video. This is how working out made me less of a fapper, and it can also help you out as well. Um, by the way, I'm gonna give you like a full warning. It's not like that working out will directly make it disappear instantly. It's just that your mind is now on something else. You have like something else to focus on, and the way you train, it does not only change your body in you, like working out or doing strength training or powerlifting, whatever type of thing you're doing. It doesn't just change your body, like you get leaner and you get more muscles, you feel stronger or get fast. It also changes your mentality because the things which felt like were impossible, like losing weight or whatever, turned out to be possible. Like you see things now where you say to yourself, you know what? That's actually not impossible. Other people have lost way more pounds of fat or kilograms of fat than I did. And I know that this is a fact because I just experienced like the same thing. Not as huge, of course, but it's still like different. It's not as like fully impossible. Of course, there might be some things there might be things outside working out or training and all that stuff, which you might think is not achievable, but that's just because you maybe haven't full experience on the other thing. But when it comes to like working out, becoming bigger, getting like a good looking six pack or whatever, you think to yourself now it's gonna be hard, but it's far away from impossibility. So full that's the full nutshell of this entire video at the end. And yeah, I hope you got some value from this one, and I hope this is also gonna help you out a little bit with your addiction. If you have like a grooming addiction, I promise you, when you work out and you focus on it, and then you get kind of like obsessed with it, you kind of forget about these other bad habits. They kind of like tape off from your mind because some other thing is important in your head. So yeah, and yeah, if you like this one, you can click the like button. If you want, you can subscribe if you want, and in the description I have a full-on course which you can check out and buy. So see ya.